The lights went down, and destiny sat beside me. Every Thursday after work, I disappear into the dark. The old Rialto on 7th Street, a place where lonely dreamers parked their hearts. You always chose the row behind, arriving just before the show. I'd hear your footsteps in the silence, though your name I didn't know. For months we shared the same old ritual, two strangers chasing silver screen escapes, trading glances during endings, then walking home our separate ways. Funny how a heart can recognize someone before an introduction. Cinema of strangers, where our story first began. Two lonely souls beneath the glow, never knowing fate had plans. Cinema of strangers, flickering black and white. You became my favorite scene in the movie of my life. One rainy evening the projector failed, the audience slowly drifted out. We stayed behind beneath the marquee, listening to the thunder shout. You laughed and said, looks like we're trapped. I smiled and said, maybe that's okay. We talked until the storm was gone and watched the night dissolve away. Soon every seat became a memory, every film another chapter written. The kind of love that feels so natural, you forget the day it started, then life rewrote the script we knew. Cinema of strangers, where our story first began. Two lonely souls beneath the glow, never knowing fate had plans. Cinema of strangers, flickering black and white. You became my favorite scene in the movie of my life. The theater closed in '89, another landmark lost to time. And months before the final curtain, you left this world and left me mine. Now people pass the parking lot without a clue what once stood there. But every time I cross that street, I still can feel you in the air. Some buildings disappear forever, some memories never do. Cinema of strangers, still playing in my mind. Every laugh and every kiss years rolled on, but our picture never ended. Some debts are never counted, some treasures never fade. You owned a little corner cafe on a street the city overlooked. I came every morning at 7 with a novel and a tired look. You remembered every customer's order, every birthday, every name, while I hid behind my schedules, pretending every day was the same. Then one winter my world collapsed, the company closed without a warning. You sat beside me after hours and listened until morning. You never tried to save me, you simply stayed. The Indigo Ledger, keeping what life can erase, every act of kindness, every quiet grace. The Indigo Ledger, written deep inside my soul. You taught me hearts grow richer when they learn to let love show. We fell together gradually, no fireworks across the sky, just steady hands and honest words and comfort in each other's eyes. Years unfolded gently like pages turning one by one. A small apartment shared routines and laughter after setting suns. But fortune has a restless nature. One day it finally smiled on me, a promotion in another country, a chance to become what I dreamed I'd be. You said you'd follow someday, but someday never came. The Indigo Ledger, keeping what life can erase, every act of kindness, every quiet grace. The Indigo Ledger, written deep inside my soul. You taught me hearts grow richer when they learn to let love show. I returned 10 years later to surprise you in the spring, but strangers stood behind the counter and didn't recognize a thing. They said you'd pass the cafe on to a younger pair of hands and moved out to the countryside to live the life you'd planned. Then they handed me a notebook left behind upon a shelf, filled with little observations about everyone but yourself. On the final page I found my name in words I'll never quite forget. She taught me that love is possession. It's wishing someone their best. The Indigo Ledger. Now I understand the wealth we leave behind. It's measured heart to hand. The Indigo Ledger, bound in memory and time. Though our roads were separated, your love still walks with mine. The Indigo Ledger, every page remains a balance of affection that outlives loss and gain. Some debts are never counted, some treasures never fade, and your name remains in the Indigo Ledger. The trees were sleeping, but something beautiful remained. My father planted apple trees behind the house when I was 10. Rows of hopeful little branches reaching upward in the wind. Years later, after he was gone, I walked those fields alone, trying to keep his dream alive, trying to make that land a home. Then one December afternoon, a stranger's truck broke down nearby. You stepped out with snow on your shoulders and laughter hidden in your eyes. Some arrivals feel like accidents until they change your life. Winter orchard, blooming out of season. You arrived when my heart had forgotten every reason. Winter orchard, covered wide above, yet somewhere underneath, the roots were learning love. You stayed to help for just one day, and somehow stayed for many more. Fixing fences, sharing stories, leaving coffee at my door. The town began to talk about us, as small towns always do. But for the first time in a long while, I found myself believing too. The harvest came, the harvest passed, and happiness felt strangely near. Not loud enough to shake the captured by each setting sun. You faced every fear with courage, still making jokes to make me smile, teaching me that strength isn't winning, it's loving through the trial. Winter orchard, though the branches bend with snow, everything you planted here continues still to grow. Winter orchard, every blossom that I see carries part of your kindness like a living memory. Winter orchard, the seasons come and go, but the love we grew together will outlive the cold. The trees are sleeping, the stars are hanging low, and somewhere in the winter silence, your orchard grows. Some lights are built for ships, some lights are built for hearts. The harbor changed with every year, new machines, new docks, new plans, but the old lighthouse on the cliff still stood against the ocean winds. And there was you, the keeper of that fading tower, living high above the restless waves, measuring life in hours. I came to write a newspaper story about the lighthouse closing down. You laughed and said nobody cares about old things now, but something in your weathered smile made me stay another day, then another after that, until leaving felt impossible somehow. The sea kept calling, but so did you. The last lighthouse keeper, guarding more than ships at sea. You kept a light alive inside a heart that had forgotten how to dream. The last lighthouse keeper, standing where the ocean stopped, while every lonely wave was carrying me toward your heart. Summer turned to autumn gold, and every evening after dark, we watched the horizon together while the beacon drew its arc. You taught me constellations, names I never knew before, and every star became a sentence in a language worth waiting for. Then came the day officials arrived with papers stamped and signed. The lighthouse would be automated and leave the past behind. I saw the sadness in your eyes, though you tried to hide it. The last lighthouse keeper, guarding more than ships at sea. You kept a light alive inside dream. The last lighthouse keeper, standing where the ocean starts, while every lonely wave was carrying me toward your heart. Beyond the safety of the shore, the beacon worked exactly as designed. The machines performed their role, but you launched a rescue anyway, following instinct and soul. They found the sailors safe at dawn. The whole town praised your name, but the icy water took its toll. Nothing was the same. The last lighthouse keeper, though the years have drifted by, your light still moves across the sea. Every time I raise my eyes, you became the brightest chapter that was written after you left my heart. Some lights never disappear, they simply shine through memory, year after year. Built for hearts, and yours still leads me home through the dark. Every town has a place where time forgets to hurry. Apricot Station sat at the edge of town, a quiet platform painted fading brown. Most trains passed without slowing down, but somehow that's where fate was found. You played piano in the waiting hall for travelers who rarely stopped at all. Old standards drifting through the air, turning empty moments into something rare. One rainy afternoon I missed my train and heard your melody through the falling rain. You looked up, smiled and kept playing on, like you'd known me all along. Some meetings don't arrive with thunder, just a song buying tickets I would never use, just to sit beside the window and watch your fingers dance across the keys. The seasons changed outside the glass, summer green to autumn gold, and little by little our story grew in a place the world ignored. And one spring an orchestra arrived, offering everything you dreamed about, a chance to play on bigger stages far beyond our little town. I saw your future in your eyes, even as mine began to break. Apricot Station, where the lost and lonely meet, where your hands upon the piano gave my restless heart a beat. Apricot Station, every note still lingers there, like a promise hanging softly in the evening air. You left with a kiss at sunrise and a ticket tucked inside my hand, saying love should never be a cage for the dreams we understand. For years I followed every headline, every concert, every review, proud of everything you became, even when I wasn't beside you. Then one winter evening on the radio, a familiar melody began to play, a piece you'd written years ago and dedicated to me by name. Apricot Station, though the trains keep moving on, the music we created there still survives when time is gone. Apricot Station, I can hear it even now, a love that chose to set you free and somehow stayed around. Apricot Station, where our story found its start, a forgotten little platform still arriving in my heart. The station sleeps beneath the stars, the piano's long been moved away, but every time I hear that song, you return to me. Some people spend their lives searching the stars for answers. The observatory stood alone above the city lights, a crimson dome against the dark, watching over every night. I came to write an article about the man who mapped the skies. You spent your evenings chasing planets, with wonder living in your eyes. You spoke of galaxies and comets like old friends passing through. But when you smiled across the telescope, the universe became you. I stopped looking upward and started looking your way. The Carmine Observatory, where heaven met the earth, where all the distant constellations lost their value to your worth. The Carmine Observatory, beneath its scarlet crown, you taught me that the greatest wonders are the ones we find around us. We spent years beneath that rooftop, counting meteor showers in July, making wishes we pretended not to whisper to the sky. The city changed below us, while our little world remained safe inside the turning seasons, sheltered from the wind and rain. Then one autumn evening, you showed me charts I couldn't read, and quietly explained the truth you feared I'd see. A weakness growing in your heart, no science left to blame. Not every mystery in life can be solved by a name. For the first time, the stars felt far away. The Carmine Observatory, where heaven met the earth, where all the distant constellations lost their value to your worth. The Carmine Observatory, beneath its scarlet crown, you taught me that the greatest wonders are the ones we find around us. On your final night up there, a meteor crossed the sky. You laughed and said, "Look at that. Even the universe hates goodbyes." Then you placed your notebook in my hands, filled with sketches, dreams, and notes. Every page another piece of you in your careful, hopeful prose. Years later, children climb those stairs to learn the names of distant stars. And every tour begins with stories about the dreamer that you were. The Carmine Observatory, still shining through the years, not because of what it saw, but because you lived here. The Carmine Observatory, whenever night surrounds me, I don't search the heavens anymore. You're all I need to see. The Carmine Observatory, a love beyond the blue, among a billion stars above. My favorite one was you. Some people spend their lives searching the stars for answers. I found mine under the Carmine Observatory. stories are written, others are lived. Above a bookstore on Linden Street, there was a tiny room beneath the eaves. A worn-out desk beside the window, and a dream nobody could see. You spent your nights behind that desk, chasing sentences through the dark, while I sang downtown for strangers, trying to make a name with my heart. The rent was late more often than not. The future felt uncertain then, but somehow every difficult day became easier when it ended with him. We had no fortune, no guarantees, only faith in what could be. The saffron typewriter, clicking through the night, turning hope into pages under amber light. The saffron typewriter, singing line by line, a love built from patience and borrowed time. One spring a publisher called the opportunity he'd waited for. The manuscript he'd nearly abandoned was heading to every bookstore. I still remember the look on your face, half disbelief, half joyful tears, like every sacrifice we'd made had finally survived the years. The novel climbed the bestseller list, your name appeared in magazines, and suddenly the world discovered the dream I'd always seen. But success has a way of changing every room. The saffron typewriter, clicking through the night, turning hope into pages under amber light. The saffron typewriter still echoes in my mind, a soundtrack for the days we thought we'd never leave behind. The interviews and endless flights began to steal more time away, and little conversations turned into things we'd never say. No betrayal, no bitter war, just two lives moving at different speeds. Then one December evening, I packed the final box to leave. You stood speechless by the doorway, holding words you couldn't speak. Years later, I opened your newest book, and there upon the dedication page, a single line stopped my breathing, to the woman who believed in chapter 1. The saffron typewriter, silent now with age. harbor keeps its secrets. This one kept ours. I rented a room above the docks the summer I turned 23. A photographer chasing stories for a local magazine. Each morning I'd walk the shoreline, capturing fishermen and tides, until I noticed a small boat returning with the sunrise. You weren't much for conversation, you preferred the ocean's voice, but every day you brought me coffee, as if silence were a choice. And somehow, without a word, the distance disappeared. Opaline Harborlight, glowing through the dawn, turning lonely waters into somewhere I belong. Opaline Harborlight, shining soft and clear, guiding all my wandering dreams whenever you were near. The years move like gentle currents, steady, patient, unafraid. We bought a weather-beaten cottage and painted all the shutters sage. Life was never grand or famous, no headlines carried our names, but happiness arrived in pieces and quietly remained. Then one autumn evening, you unfolded an old chart at sea and told me of a distant island you dreamed of since 17. For the first time, the horizon stood between us. Opaline Harborlight, glowing through the dawn, turning lonely waters into somewhere I belong. Opaline Harborlight, shining soft and clear, guiding all my wandering dreams whenever you were near. You left that spring aboard your vessel, promising you'd return by fall. The letters came from foreign harbors, filled with wonder and it all. Then one day they simply ended, no warning, no farewell. Only rumors from the ocean and stories no one could quite tell. For years I waited by the shoreline, watching every distant sail, refusing to surrender hope, even when it seemed frail. Then 20 winters later, a package reached my door. Inside were journals you had written and a map I'd never seen before. You'd found the island you imagined, but illness kept you far away. Every page spoke of returning until your final day. Opaline Harborlight, still home to me. Opaline Harborlight, neither lost nor gone. Love can cross an ocean long after life moves on. Opaline Harborlight, through every changing tide, part of you still sails with me upon the waterline. Every harbor keeps its secrets. This one keeps your light alive tonight. Some bridges connect two places. Some bridges connect two lives. The old red railway crossed the valley like a ribbon through the sky. Every evening after work, I'd watch the sunset passing by. You were the engineer assigned to inspect the aging line, always carrying rolled up blueprints and a patience rare to find. At first we only traded greetings, then coffee cups and longer talks. Soon the distance between strangers was measured in shorter walks. And before I understood it, you had become my favorite part of every day. The Vermilion Viaduct, stretching through the blue. Every road I dreamed of taking somehow led to you. The Vermilion Viaduct, strong against the years, holding all the weight of hope and all our hopes and fears. For 7 years we built a life in the shadow of that rail, sharing birthdays, winter mornings, and stories over ginger ale. Then the company announced a modern route would take its place. The old viaduct was scheduled to vanish without a trace. You fought to save its history, I fought to save our town. But sometimes progress arrives without slowing down. And with the bridge went pieces of ourselves. The Vermilion Viaduct, stretching through the blue. Every road I dreamed of taking somehow led to you. The Vermilion Viaduct, strong against the years, holding all the weight of hope and all our hopes and the morning of the demolition, hundreds gathered in the rain, watching steel and memories disappear beneath the cranes. my hand and softly said, "Nothing worth loving is gone." Years later, a public garden bloomed where the bridge had been. Children running through the flowers, unaware of what they'd never seen. The Vermilion Viaduct lies beyond the stone. In every life it connected, and every love it's known. The Vermilion Viaduct, though the structure passed away, the things it brought together still remain today. The Vermilion Viaduct, whenever roses bloom, I remember how you taught me that endings make room. Some bridges connect two places. Some bridges connect two lives, and ours still stands inside my mind. I kept it folded for years, a small piece of blue paper. It was the summer carnival when I first saw your face. You were singing with a traveling band, passing through our little place. The crowd was dancing everywhere, but somehow all I saw was you. A voice that sounded like freedom under skies of cobalt blue. After the show we talked till dawn, sharing stories by the river bend. Neither of us believed that one night could begin something, but some hearts recognize each other before they know the name. Cobalt Ticket to a life I never planned. You opened every locked up door without even taking my hand. Cobalt Ticket to a dream I couldn't see. One perfect night became the rest of me. For 2 years we crossed the country, meeting whenever schedules allowed. Bus stations, airports, hotel lobbies, stealing moments from the crowd. Then came the offer of a lifetime, a world tour stretching overseas. You asked if I would come along and leave behind familiar streets. I looked around at family pictures, at roots planted deep in town. And though my heart was screaming yes, fear quietly answered now. Sometimes love arrives before courage does. Cobalt Ticket to a life I never planned. You opened every locked up door became the rest of me. You left 2 tickets on my doorstep the morning of your final train. One for the journey beside you, one for the life that would remain. I watched that train fade from the platform with tears I couldn't explain, knowing some decisions echo longer than the pain. Years later, your songs filled the radio, your voice was known around the world, and every time I heard the chorus, I wondered about that other girl, the one who might have boarded, the one who might have stayed, the woman I never became. Cobalt Ticket, still resting in my drawer, a reminder that love can change you even when it asks for more. Cobalt Ticket, faded now with time, but every dream I dared to chase began with yours and mine. Cobalt Ticket, not a symbol of regret, but proof that one great love can shape a life it never gets. I kept it folded for years, a small piece of blue paper, and a lifetime of what ifs. The night still smells like you, even after all these years. We met in a city full of rain, 2 strangers under neon signs. You were laughing at your broken umbrella, I was lost between deadlines and time. We shared a cab that rainy evening, neither of us planned to speak, but silence felt too heavy, so we turned it into something sweet. We walked until the streets grew quiet, talking like we'd always known, and for a moment I remember feeling less alone. No promises were spoken, but everything was understood. Velvet afterglow, still burning in my mind, a love that didn't stay but never left behind. Velvet afterglow, softest fading light, you turned one fleeting moment into my heart. cafe, same pouring weather, different versions of me and you. You told me life had taken you to places you had dreamed, but something in your eyes was missing that night we used to be. I wanted to reach across the table to ask you to remain, but some feelings don't return once they learn their own name. And sometimes love is only meant to pass. Velvet afterglow, still burning in my mind. A love that didn't stay but never left behind. Velvet afterglow, soft as fading light. You turn one fleeting moment into my whole life. Years later, I still catch myself in crowds that feel like you, and strangers with your same old smile in every shade of blue. Maybe we were never meant to build a life from what we found, just a spark to change direction before we settled down. And maybe that is all it was, a perfect fragile spark that taught me how to see the light. Even in the dark, velvet afterglow, you're everywhere I go. Not as a person I still need, but a feeling that I know. Velvet afterglow, soft and bittersweet, the memory of a love that still walks next to me. Velvet afterglow, I let you drift away, but somehow you're still color every single day. The night still smells like you, even after all these years. And I don't try to chase it, I just let it appear. Some love songs are never sung, they only echo. You were working at the midnight clinic, I was writing songs I never played. Two lives moving in parallel silence in a city that never stayed. We met outside the elevator when the power flickered out. You joked about the universe and what darkness was about. We started sharing cigarette breaks, even though we both had quit. Talking about everything and nothing, like it somehow all would fit. No one plans to fall apart inside a borrowed heart. Obsidian lullaby, black as winter skies. Love that burns so quietly, it never said and the storm inside my night. Then came the shift, rotation, changes. You were moved across the state. Different floors, different patience, different hours, different fate. We tried to keep it going somehow through calls that grew too few. But exhaustion writes its own language that even love can't undo. The last time I saw you smiling, you said, I'm finally getting sleep. I didn't know that peace sometimes is the price you have to keep. And silence slowly learns the shape of what it burns. Obsidian lullaby, black as winter skies. Love that burns so quietly, it never said goodbye. Obsidian lullaby, soft and out of sight. You were the calm inside my storm, and the storm inside my Years later, I still pass the hospital when rain is falling slow, and I swear I see your shadow where the emergency lights glow. They told me you moved on peacefully to a coastal town somewhere, but they never said the part about how absence lingers there. Some loves don't break with drama or fall apart in flames. They just dissolve into the spaces between our shifting names. Obsidian lullaby, still humming through my mind. A song that never needed words to leave its mark behind. Obsidian lullaby, I carry you in sound, not as someone I can hold, but as a truth I found. Obsidian lullaby, dark but somehow true. Even in the silence now, I still belong to you. Some love songs I never sung, they only echo, and yours still does. The radio was broken again, but somehow we still listened. You worked at the repair shop downtown, fixing things that people gave up on. I brought in an old cassette tape of songs my father left when he was gone. You said it was beyond saving, but you tried anyway. And somehow in that dusty silence, a melody found its way. We started talking after closing about music, loss, and time. And every word between us felt like it was mine. Some connections don't need to be clear to feel like they are here. Honey, static between your voice and mine. A love that came in fragments, still somehow felt divine. Honey, static, soft and out of tune, but every broken signal still led me back to you. We met most nights by accident, or maybe just routine. Two people orbiting the same street in different versions of a dream. You fixed my radio for free one day, then asked me not to leave. Like you were scared the silence was louder than we believed. But life has its own frequency that love can't always match. And slowly all our static began to crack. Even noise can carry truth when it sounds like you. Honey, static between your voice and mine. A love that came in fragments, still somehow felt divine. Honey, static, soft and out of tune, but every broken signal still led me back to you. Years later, I still hear you in every radio I turn on. A ghost inside the frequencies of every faded song. They say you moved out of the city to fix radios by the sea, but I like to believe the signal still remembers me. Because some loves don't arrive clearly, they come distorted, low and strange. But somehow in that imperfection, they never change. Honey, static, still humming in my chest. A love that never broadcast loud, but somehow felt the best. Honey, static, soft beyond repair. Even in the silence now, I still find you there. Honey, static, no perfect tune or line, just a broken kind of music that was always mine. The radio was broken again, but I still listen. are feelings you can't leave. The Rosewire Motel sat by Highway 9, neon flickering like a tired sign. I checked in just to disappear from a life that felt too loud to hear. You were working the night shift alone, playing records on an old gramophone. You said the world came through that door, but rarely stayed for more. We talked over vending machine coffee, about cities we'd never see, and somehow that forgotten motel started feeling like home to me. No one plans to fall in love between exit signs and dust. The Rosewire Motel, where time moves slow, where broken hearts went when they didn't know where to go. The Rosewire Motel, neon soft and blue, every lonely midnight led me back to you. Weeks turned into something steady. We stopped counting what we were, just two drifting silhouettes in a room that blurred. Then one morning you were gone, just a note beside the bed saying some of us are meant to move before the words are said. The radio kept playing static like it knew what I had lost, and every empty hallway echoed with a love that came at cost. Goodbyes don't always shout, sometimes they just dissolve. The Rosewire Motel, where time moves slow, where broken hearts went when they didn't know where to go. The Rosewire Motel, still burning in my mind, a love that checked in briefly and never checked out in time. Years later I still drive that highway just to see the fading glow. The motel's still there, half forgotten, like a dream refusing to let go. They say you left with no direction, no forwarding address, no sign, but I still hear your laughter in that broken neon line. Some loves are just a moment that the world decides to keep, a room you only visit when you're half awake in sleep. The Rosewire Motel still stands alone, holding every whisper of the love we never owned. The Rosewire Motel, where I'll always return to a fire that didn't stay, but still continues to burn. Some places are not destinations, They are feelings you can't leave, and you were mine at the Rosewire Motel. Some voices don't arrive in sound, they arrive in feeling. You ran the late night call-in show where strangers left their broken lines. I was just another listener, drowning in borrowed time. You never asked for real names, only stories in the dark. But somehow when you answered me, you knew exactly where to start. We spoke through static and delay, through silence between replies. Yet every word you spoke to me felt like it was mine. No faces, no touch, no place, just a voice that felt like grace. The marigold frequency, soft inside my chest, a love that lived in audio waves and somehow felt like rest. The marigold frequency, golden and unseen, you tuned my lonely evening into something in between. Weeks turned into midnight habits. I'd call just to hear you breathe. You'd laugh about the strangers who still believed in things unseen. Then one night the station changed format. New voices filled your line. They said your show had ended, no goodbye, no sign. I kept calling after hours just to hear the empty tone, as if silence might remember the warmth you once had shown. Some endings don't arrive, they just stop being alive. The marigold frequency, soft inside my chest, a love that lived in audio waves and somehow felt like rest. The marigold frequency, fighting through the air, but every broken signal still says you were Years later I still find myself on late drives through the city rain, searching every radio dial for your voice again. They say you moved to somewhere coastal, away from microphones and lights. But I like to think you still speak softly to lost souls in the night. Because some connections aren't physical, they live in unseen streams. And love can broadcast quietly inside forgotten dreams. The marigold frequency still humming in my mind, a love that never needed sight to leave a mark behind. The still reach you. Some voices don't arrive in sound, they arrive in feeling, and yours never left.